With people constantly hunched over their smartphones, concerns are mounting over a growing neck health crisis. Cases of so-called text neck have reached alarming levels, jumping by 300,000 in just 4 years, with the total number of patients at over 2.5 million.
스마트폰을 보며 고개를 숙이는 자세가 일상이 되면서 목 건강에 적신호가 켜졌습니다. 거북목 환자는 4년 새 30만 명이 늘어 250만 명을 넘어섰습니다. 저도 진짜 거북목 심해요.
아, 진짜요?
네. 진짜 이거를 고치기 위해서 발레도 하고 필라테스, 요가, 재활센터, 정형외과 다 다니는데 이게 그냥 구조적으로 문제가 있는 게 아니라 습관을 이렇게 해야 되잖아요.
Right.
그런데 뭐에 집중하기만 하면 점점 이렇게 돼서 it is very hard to fix.
It kind of shows you about the content, what it's doing to you, because the more you scroll through that stuff, the more you just kind of melt forward like a
맞아요.
hunchover, like a hunchback,
그런데 이 핸드폰 있기 전에도 약간 우리 책 읽거나 공부하면서도 이렇게 되지 않으셨어요?
Yeah, I guess so. That's a good point.
진짜 hunchback of
But
Notre
even,
Dame.
I don't think people are reading books or studying as much as they're staring at their
맞아요.
phones. Unfortunately, that's the case. I'm especially worried about the kids these days, because the kids are so addicted and they're growing, so you don't want them to grow into like a C shape,
Like into a hunchback.
I'm telling my kids to sit up all day long. They love it.
They love getting your 잔소리. My husband does this to me. He goes, to remind me to sit up straight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good that we have people to remind us of good habits, right? Because
Okay.
the medical data actually shows that when your head is tilted forward by 45 degrees, the cervical spine bears an extra weight, an extra load of 22 kilograms around. And then at 60 degrees, a little bit more forward, the pressure rises to 27 kilograms. So that's a huge strain on your neck.
맞아요. 근데 사실 몰라서 안 하는 게 아니잖아요. It's not that we didn't know the facts
right.
about the strain.
Right, but it's like over time, it's creating more and more problems as more and more people have, chronic neck problems as well. Like it may begin as just a strain, but if it's left untreated, it can really progress into an actual structural spinal problem, and you can just have to live your life with neck and back pain, which is not something that is an easy thing to do.
Right, and if you want to be vain about it, it is just not a good look to be doing this all day long.
Yeah, you want to walk in, shoulders back, chest out. That's a confident entrance, right?
Elongate your neck. Okay.
Looking good.
헤세드 코당님, 요새 한의원 오는 거북목 환자들 분의 죄송해요. 자, 다시 해보겠습니다. 요새 한의원 오는 거북목 환자분들의 연령층이 점점 어려지는 것을 느낍니다. 헤세드 코당님이 한의사이시거든요.
Yeah.
So that's why she's talking about it. 4살부터
네
고개
살부터?
숙이고 태블릿 화면을 보는 아이도 봤어요.
Goodness, that's terrible news.
Okay.
So 이주영님 says 거북이목 tech
거북이목? 거북목. 네.
거북이목 아니에요? 거북목 맞네요. Tech neck. We're gonna go and learn how to read after this show. 아니고 text neck인가요?
정답입니다.
The second one.
네, 거북목, techneck, text neck 둘 다 가능해요. 핵심은 turtleneck은 아니에요. turtleneck은 그 폴라 니트이잖아요.
That's 거북이목.
네, 그게 tech neck, text neck 둘 다 가능하고요. 이제 헤세드 코닥님처럼 이제 의학 문서를 보시는 분들은 forward head posture 이게 정식 이름입니다. 사실은.
Yeah.
forward head posture.
Right, or being hunched over, right?
네, 우리 그 빅터 휴고의 소설 노트르담의 꼽추 있잖아요. 그 꼽추가 hunchback이라고 하거든요.
Yep.
So the English title is The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Right.
이 hunch 하는 게 몸을 구부린 상태입니다.
That's right. You're leaned over, your upper body's forward, and your shoulders are rounded and kind of trying to meet in the middle, in the front.
저 이러고 운동하면 한때 제 PT 선생님이 당당하게 살으라고. Get confidence. Be proud of yourself.
Sure, it does make you look more confident when you sit up straight.
네. 네, 그럼 올바른 자세로 다시 한번 스토리 읽어보겠습니다.
잘하시네요.
With people constantly hunched over their smartphones, concerns are mounting over a growing neck health crisis. Cases of so-called text neck have reached alarming levels, jumping by 300,000 in just 4 years, with the total number of patients at over 2.5 million.
Moving on to some YouTube history. The 19-second clip that marked the very beginning of YouTube has found a permanent home in a museum in the United Kingdom. The acquisition is intended to enshrine the birth of the digital platform, a moment that helped set the stage for today's online culture in the annals of history.
유튜브의 시작을 알린 19초짜리 첫 영상이 영국의 한 박물관 소장품이 됐습니다. 디지털 플랫폼의 탄생 순간을 역사로 보존하겠다는 취지입니다. So just 19 seconds long, let's hear a snippet of it.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they have really, really, really long fronts. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
It's funny how unimpressive it seems, you know, when you think of what it's become today.
맞아요.
Yeah.
He does not have the YouTuber engagement and charisma. 요즘엔 제 뒤에 코끼리가
Yeah, right.
보이시죠, 여러분?
Right.
막 이렇게 하는데.
Everybody has fancy sets
Right.
and expensive editing and effects and everything. Yeah.
And you need very ultra high energy to get across to the audience.
And he looks so young too. It can
Yeah.
just tell you, doesn't matter what age you are, if you have that good idea, you never know what it'll become if you work on it hard enough.
Right, because it's not just any person that's in that first video. It was one of the co-founders of YouTube.
Right. And so that clip has been picked up by the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. And they didn't only acquire the video, but also a restored version of YouTube's early viewing page. So instead of simply screening the clip, the museum actually purchased the original source code, and then they spent 18 months reconstructing the platform's 2006 look. So if you want to go see that, you can head to London and go to the V&A South Kensington's Design 1900 to Now gallery.
Or hop on YouTube.
Right, sure.
To have a
I'm
look
sure
at
it's still
it.
out there, yeah.
네, 공동 창립자 유튜브의 공동 창립자 자베드 카림이 샌디아고 동물원에서 촬영한 영상입니다.
Right.
빅토리아 앤 앨버트 박물관이 그 영상 상영권뿐만 아니라 당시 소스 코드까지 정식으로 매입했다고 하고요. Let's have a look at this expression. Enshrine in the annals of history.
Right, it's quite a fancy
Yeah.
expression that you can use if you really want to make something sound epic. So to enshrine means to protect or honor, preserve something as really significant or almost sacred. And then the annals are historical records. So the annals of history, basically the official documents or record of everything in history. So it means you basically are going to remember it forever.
Exactly. Enshrine, 이거 신성하게 모시다, 영구히 기념하다 이런 느낌이고요. Annals, A-N-N-A-L-S, 연대기, 역사 기록입니다. 그래서 enshrine in the annals of history라고 하면 역사 기록 속에 남기다, 영구히 기록되다 라는 뜻입니다.
I wonder if he knew when he was filming that video that that would be enshrined in the annals of history, his little elephant trunk joke.
I think he is way too rich to care about any of this.
Yeah. Too busy counting money.
Exactly. The 19-second clip that marked the very first beginning of YouTube has found a permanent home in a museum in the United Kingdom. The acquisition is intended to enshrine the birth of the digital platform, a moment that helped set the stage for today's online culture in the annals of history.